So how do ants differ from each other? This is an interesting question. What about between species of ants? How are they different? Because one thing you probably realize is that they're not all the same. We have outside, we have the big red ants or black ants that if they sting you, well, they're not actually stinging, they're biting. They really hurt. And then you have the tiny little black ones that you see in your house that people call sugar ants, which actually are looking for sugar or water. The two things. The ways of life. Some ants are carnivores. Those big red ones that you see out there, the black ones, they're often carnivores. They're looking for other insects to eat or little dead animals they pick at. But they're basically looking for small insects and they actually catch them. So the foragers there are rather large and they have very large pincers, jaws. The little smaller insects are often seed eaters or they eat seeds, they eat nectar. Those little sugar ants that are in our houses, those are actually nectar eaters. The size of them can vary. The little black ones in our houses look very small, but there are ants that are half or a third as big as them. So basically a millimeter long, maybe two. And the largest ants are up to about an inch and a quarter long, found in the tropics. You could take the tiniest ant and put it on the head of the largest ant, and it would be like us putting a little feather on our head. The other thing is that they differ by what work they do in some colonies. For instance, in ants that harvest leaves, they're leafcutter ants that you've maybe seen pictures of. They carry little round bits of leaves in their mouth that look like little flags as they walk along. In the tropics, those are found. What they're actually doing is that they are building fungus gardens. There are certain ants, big ones, that cut the leaves. They take them into the nest. Smaller ones chew the leaves up. Smaller ones still take little bits and put them into a garden, which is like a ball with lots of passages in it. And the very smallest ants, which could be up to like a tenth as big as the ones that cut the leaves, those tiny little ants go inside this ball of sort of vegetable paste. They go inside there and they harvest the fungus, which is like mushrooms, but basically the threads of the fungus. They cut them and bring them out, and that's what the colony eats.